I've stayed in plenty of cruise ship cabins before, even big suites, but nothing prepared me for Royal Caribbean's ultimate family suite. It was way more than I thought it was going to be, and it was an incredible experience. Royal Caribbean has made a name for itself over the years for being a family-focused cruise line. But offering a cabin like the Ultimate Family Suite, which is certainly one of a kind, and offers something you just can't find in any other type of room on board Utopia, I was truly intrigued by it. Essentially, Royal Caribbean came up with a suite idea that centered around coming up with just about everything a family would want in a room, and then added a bunch of other options that people could only dream of having either in a cruise ship or even in their own house at home. The Ultimate Family Suite is not new to Royal Caribbean. They've offered them on a couple of their newer ships, but on Utopia of the Seas, it's an opportunity to look at Royal Caribbean's latest iteration of it. Just like so many things that Royal Caribbean does, they like to evolve the concept and build upon it and truly outdo themselves every single time. We're not even 2 minutes into this video, and I know what you're thinking. How much could this kind of a room cost? And the answer is a lot. And it's the reason why I never actually stayed in this kind of a cabin ever before. But Royal Caribbean made a change that made this cabin a little more affordable, and I'm using air quotes for that. What I mean by this is Utopia of the Seas only offers short 3 and 4 night cruises. Ordinarily, when you're in a cruise for a week, you're going to pay, obviously, a much higher price in order to sail in a cabin for 7 nights. But sailing for just 3 nights, the price was a more reasonable, crazy price, if that makes any kind of sense. For my family of 4, the price for 3 nights in the Ultimate Family Suite on Utopia of the Seas came out to $12,609.08. And to be clear, I paid for it. Royal Caribbean didn't comp it or give me any kind of discounts or anything like that. Now, is it expensive? Absolutely. But in the grand scheme of this particular suite, it was a not so crazy price for an unbelievable room. Plus, I was curious to know if the experience really matched up. Was the cabin going to be all shtick, or was there substance to it? And is it a room I actually wanted to stay in? Now, I've stayed in some of Royal Caribbean's biggest cabins in the past, so mega suites aren't new to me, but I was really concerned that this room was going to be like a really cool room to look and see, but practically speaking, it would just be a lot of fluff and not a suite that really delivers on a good overall experience. Remember, you're not only enjoying the amenities in the suite, you're staying there, you're living there for, in my case, 3 nights or longer. And when you're in a room like this, you have to be able to enjoy your time beyond once the novelty of all these crazy things wears off. There's only one Ultimate Family Suite on Utopia of the Seas, and it's located on Deck 18, which is actually an entire area of the ship reserved exclusively for suite cabins. On both Deck 17 and 18, this is part of the suite neighborhood, and it also includes amenities like the suite lounge and coastal kitchen, which is an exclusive restaurant just for guests staying in a suite. Now, there's a special entrance to the Ultimate Family Suite, as you'll see it as soon as you come out of the elevators, and even before you step foot in this room, you know this is something special. The Ultimate Family Suite has 3 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, a large living room, playroom, a movie room, and yes, a giant slide in the middle. It has a loft configuration, which means there are 2 levels to the cabin, with the master bedroom and kids' rooms located on the upper level. On the bottom floor is the living room, dining area, play area, and a 3rd bedroom with nearby bathroom. The living room is larger than many living rooms on land, and it has a giant sofa and these comfy chairs that are perfect for watching TV, playing video games, or just simply chatting with friends, because there's a PlayStation and Nintendo Switch that come with the room that you can use. There's also an expansive digital table where you can not only have meals, but play a variety of video games there. Kids and adults really were drawn to this table a lot more than I thought. In fact, a lot of times I spotted my kids sitting at the table, chatting with their friends, but also playing games together. And a lot of the games are very much communal games. There's like memory and chess and checkers and a variety of other painting games. And the idea is that you really want to play together. But without a doubt, the pièce de résistance of this room is the giant slide. Everyone that walks into this cabin immediately was drawn to this feature because it's undeniably fun to go down over and over again. Now, my concern with the slide is that it would have been a one and done thing. Gone down, said we did it, and that was it. But actually, my kids went down it like every day, dozens of times. They even used the pillows that came with the suite as a mat racer, which I'm not sure they're supposed to do, but they really loved it and enjoyed riding it over and over again. In fact, when they needed to get from the second level to the first level, they always took the slide instead of the stairs, which was kind of a testament to how much fun it was. And yes, adults can go down the slide too. I was really impressed how fast you can head down on it, and everyone that visited wanted to try. Now, throughout this room, you're going to notice a lot of cool little features that aren't necessarily worth calling out specifically, but I loved like the suspended chair in the back and some of the comfortable seating, the pillows. There's just a lot of space to spread out, and this really drew me more to this room being a good choice. Now, really cool feature is the fact that it actually has a movie room, which honestly is as big as some inside cabins. There's no shortage of televisions in the suite, but the movie room has no windows, so you can perfectly dim it to watch any kind of film in there. Now, Star Class guests actually get pay-per-view movies for free included with the cruise fare, but you could also stream your favorite movies to the screen there. Now, the couch is like an overflowing sofa made out of that perfect material from your favorite pillow. I don't know why there's television behind the couch, but I can tell you that this couch was fantastic for laying and watching your favorite movie on there. There's even a microwave in the movie room where you can heat up your own popcorn. Now, as I mentioned, there are 3 bedrooms, and one of the bedrooms is on the first level, and this is probably the room that you would put a grandparent, a friend, or even older kids in here. It has a king-size bed, vanity area, and a view of the pool deck. There's a full bathroom located right next door, and this bathroom not only doubles as the bathroom for this bedroom we just talked about, but also I think for anybody who's visiting the suite in general. I was impressed by the fact there were double sinks and even a giant shower that had a large bench. Now let's head upstairs in the suite because you're going to notice that they're actually piano stairs. Each step plays a note of classical music selection. In our case, Beethoven's Für Elise is what we heard like the entire cruise, although you could change it up to a couple different classical selections. Don't worry though, there is a way to turn it off if you prefer, or before going to bed, as not to wake up to, of course, somebody accidentally stepping on one of these steps. In the master bedroom, you're going to find a king-size bed that faces the window, so you can wake up to absolutely beautiful views of the ocean. It has nightstands on both sides of the bed with plenty of power plugs. There's a seating area, vanity nearby, and of course, a master bathroom that features double sinks and a giant shower with rainforest head and opposing shower heads. Next door to the master bedroom is the kids' room. And there's a fun door actually between the two. I call it a doggy door, I guess, and kids climb through it. And again, I was really surprised that my kids opted for the doggy door like every single time. It was just funny seeing them go from, one side of the room to the other and climb through that little hole. There are 4 bunk beds, and each of the bunk beds has its own TV with headphones. So there's no fighting over what to watch in the room. There's a full bathroom attached to this bedroom, and of course, the kids' room is conveniently located to the entrance to the slide to go down there. Now, there's a perfectly good spiral staircase to get you down back to the main level, but I'm telling you, the kids always took the slide down, which again is a testament to it being a fun choice. Now, outside the cabin is a sprawling balcony space. The balcony has 3 main features that face the ocean. First of all, you're going to have your own hot tub, which is a really cool feature. I mean, I like going in there, and we actually went in there a couple different times. I find, though, especially during the warmer months of the year, going into an even hotter tub, it's enjoyable because it's your own hot tub, but it's not as refreshing necessarily as you might like. Not to poo-poo or make it sound like I really suffered in a hot tub. I'm just saying that the feature kind of sounds a little bit better than it truly is, but I did enjoy going in it on our cruise. There's a dining space here as well to have meals delivered or just hang out. And of course, there's actually a little climber feature, which is really fun for younger kids. You'll find a larger version in the boardwalk on Utopia of the Seas, but I guarantee you if you have younger kids like toddlers, they'll never want to leave it. Overall, the balcony space is nice, but not nearly as expansive or as impressive as some of the other suites I've been on. As an example, the Royal Loft Suite on Wonder of the Seas has a really impressive loft space with suspended chairs and actually a wet bar. And here it's a little on the smaller side, but obviously the Ultimate Family Suite kind of favors the inside features rather than the outside features. Now, I'm going to be honest with all of you. I'm doing this video a disservice by not spending the next 17 minutes talking about the Royal Genie services, which come with this cabin. The Royal Genie is part of the Star Class benefits. When you book a suite like the Ultimate Family Suite, you get access to a Royal Genie. The Genie is shared between you and 2 other cabins on board, and they provide the easy button for just about everything on board. There's no lines to wait in. Everything is mostly included in the cruise fare, and it really makes the experience just so much more enjoyable. As somebody who obviously thrives on planning Royal Caribbean cruises, it might seem like a waste to have the Royal Genie, but really what having a Genie is about is taking the easy route. Not that I couldn't do all these things and plan things out and get it all taken care of, but it was so much easier to just simply pull up my WhatsApp on my phone, message my Genie for a request, and obviously pre-plan and arrange things ahead of time. The Genie meets you around the ship, they can escort you, they can get elevators for you. I mean, it really just makes the experience so much nicer. And I'll share with you after this video a look at what the Genie and Star Class is all about. Now, is the room really worth it? Is it worth it to have paid $12,000 to stay in the Ultimate Family Suite? Obviously, this is not a cheap room. It's not affordable or a good value, period. It's designed to be the epitome of splurges out there and offer one of the most luxurious and fun rooms you could ever find on a cruise ship. While the price tag is indeed high, it delivers a wow factor and memory-making experience that is simply unrivaled. I was really much more impressed by how much space there was. I mean, they include a lot in here, but there's still space to actually sit and enjoy the room. And I was equally impressed by how conducive it was to entertain friends. I love the fact that I can invite different people on board the ship to come to our room, hang out with us, and the kids could do their thing, we could do our thing, and there was still plenty of space left over. Speaking of space, having 3 bedrooms means you could easily share this cabin with another family and split the cost. Now, it sleeps up to 8 people, and with so much space, it would comfortably sleep 8 people, by the way. I've seen other cabins where, like, well, you can sleep, 6 people, but that's like somebody sleeping on a sofa. Not the case in here. In fact, we actually joked that the movie room's couch is big enough and comfortable enough to become a makeshift 4th bedroom. Now, obviously, if you're going to split the cost, depending on when you get your cruise and how much the room costs, I mean, obviously the prices will be all over the place. But as an example, in my situation, $12,000, if I had split it with another family and we each paid $6,000, it's not the worst value in the entire world in the grand scheme of over-the-top, insane rooms like this one. If your family wants a lot of space, absolutely incredible features, the best perks, and you're willing to spend for it, I don't think you'll regret booking the Ultimate Family Suite. Let me know in the comments below if money was not an object for you and you could afford it without putting your family into debt or anything like that. Would you want to stay in this room? Or better yet, forget the money for a second. Would this room appeal to you to stay in? Is it the kind of cabin that you think would be a fun experience? Let me know in the comments below. While you're down below our video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. That way, YouTube lets you know we have a brand new video to share. This has been Matt from RoyalCaribbeanBlog.com, and we'll talk again real soon.